Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Republic of Amalfi here on the Lord Master channel. Now let me tell you people something. I have not been recording any newer Crusader Kings 2 videos for the last 7 days. And on this day of recording was actually just yesterday before this video that you are watching right now that's been posted. I've been very busy lately with the other ongoing video series projects such as the GTA 5 Black Widow video series and the Red Dead Online video series of videos, especially at 95% of which were those bounty hunting missions. Not like the bounty hunting on this series here where I just simply go to the bounty board and look for somebody, which there is nobody as of right now. But however, it's just I've been having a lot of fun. And let me tell you, taking a week off from doing any Crusader Kings videos was a blessing in disguise for me, because I feel well, mostly energized, because there were some nights where I stood up way too late at night and just woke up tired and all that, and makes me want to, just go back to bed, Lord Master, and all that. But I am motivated because in the next couple of weeks is going to be, well, continuing this series until that goal is complete. And that goal is the unification of southern Italy, with the exception of Malta, as we found out the hard way. Hey, get back here. That mainly we should just focus on taking on Apulia and including what is left of the kingdom of Bulgarian Gate. And we are currently pending a claim. So we're trying to make a claim, as we already have claims of Andrea and Cavesano. Even though we could also make a claim on Taranto and Dice, but there's no need for that. Because one of these days, these two areas up in Capua got to split away from us. As I am the Doge of not only Amalfi, but also Sicily. And as Sicily, that means I can declare Did or claimant wars, but there's no reason for that. You can just press all the claims, such as these two that I have currently. But we're working on a third one, because you need at least, let me see, I already have Melfi, so taking 3 more would be enough to usurp the title away from them. So we can pick them off one by one, and then we'll go up to Capua, then take another one of their land, and usurp it from them as well, and then take the rest of it. That's how it works. But of course, each new gain that we will have is gonna require some feudal vassals, because in order to make the Republic stronger than before, feudal vassals is something that we need to rely on. Even though such as these 3 counties of Masicovetere, Melfi, and Bonogabago, or Bonabago. Takes a while for me to pronounce it correctly. You are all one, but these days, you gotta keep them split. And it's likely going to be you that will be the one to control all of Apulia. It's going to be you. And only you. While we have the Sicilian, now Langobard, that will control this area. As the Sicilian culture did expand to up there in Calabria historically. And yet, in this playthrough, the Neapolitan culture has yet to appear. And I have no idea when. They said it was supposed to appear around the 1150s, but it hasn't. Maybe we're missing something, despite the fact that one over there is a Langobard. Or is Neapolitan culture supposed to start in Acera, Naples? Not Pule, in the Neapolitan language. So I have no idea. I guess we're going to stick to being Langobard for the rest of this series. until then. And before we finally get this timeline movie, I would also like to say that when I was putting those videos of Red Dead Online together, in my free time, in my laptop, my Alienware laptop, for the first time in a long while, I was playing some Crusader Kings 3. Not to record a series, but just to pass the time, check out the mods and all its new features of the mods that I like to use and will plan to use for the future Avar series in next month. So I pretty much get the idea of what my starting strategy is going to be, and as well as what other potential future playthroughs that I may do. Like, I know that the Avar series is set in stone, and also later in 2022 plan on doing a South Indian series, and now as well as the idea of doing a Sogdian series, which now that's a real possibility. That's what I was playing as, Sogdians. So I realized, you know what, I think I can handle it, as kind of figure things out. So I would say that I do have future plans set for the rest of 2022 in Crusader Kings 3. Crusader Kings 3 in 2022. You got it backwards, Lord Master. Now take a drink. Alright. Now, remember, we're going to get a claim. One more claim for Apulia. And then we're going to usurp that title off of them. And then I will give it to the Countess of Amalfi. How old are you? 13. Speaking of age, my son, Odilo, who I am not sending it off to the to either the universities of Bologna and what the hell's that other place whose name escapes me at the moment? Not Siena. I don't think that's formed yet. You know what? Help me with this. Padua. Thank you. I've been banned from Padua. Thank you. Thanks for reminding me. His birthday is actually going to be tomorrow. And he's going to have a pretty good martial education, I predict, knowing myself. Which I have the highest combat skill known to any character I've ever had. In fact, I'm going to give you people, I'm going to ask you, Crusader Kings viewers, for those who still play Crusader Kings 2 for a living, I want you to tell me, and don't exaggerate by saying it's like, oh, I did this because I, was of that. But I'm talking about, look at this. And this includes certain mods I like to use. This man in HIP. Brilliant strategist, formidable fighter, grievously scarred, duelist, deceitful, a little tiny bit veered downwards. Patience, brave, dual experience, which of course more is going to increase as time goes on. A little bit of battlefield experience. He's also a werewolf, despite no longer being possessed. Perfect shape, which is just temporary. Guardian, handgun, Crusader blood of Dodgelandar, Canine blood, Champion blood, War focus, and the champion of the round table. What was your highest legitimate... well, I don't know what consists of legitimate anymore since I use mods. Of the highest amount of combat skill you've ever seen in a character, or even yours for that matter. So again, on the agenda, Southern Italian expansion. It's the main priority. And once you're done claiming this area, and we'll be fighting a war against them soon, should also put the next working on a claim up there. Unless that one becomes a breakaway state, then we'll get it in. So everything will be good and dandy. Before I hunt down this man, let me pay the favor. Wait a minute. I do remember, because again, it's been more than a week since I last played. I remember I don't want to kill him because the domain size, it's gonna mess with things. Well, I'm gonna be a sucker for this. Just give me some money. And if I were to kill him now because there's a bounty on his head, and children's too old to produce, like no male heirs, and all that land goes to me. Actually, that's all over there. Actually, do kill him. Bounty's been trying to avoid his fate by offering a small amount of ducats, even though I already told them to give me some ducats. So I'll say, I'll accept payment of blood. Just to the death, mind you. Bruised his head twice, so pick a body part and work on it. Aim for the head. Okay, he's got a black eye. Bruised his head many times. I'm gonna break your head. Jump attack. This is going to kill him. Maimed him. He's been disfigured now. This is it. Land of Fidi. Alright, you're the new owner of this area. Because I have no desire to run Principato. And that includes all these little things. What was another area that I just inherited? Oh yeah, that city. Well, I don't need that. Cosenza. There, back to normal. And I inherited some of the retinue, which I'll be glad to send it to there so it'll join with the others. A tough soldier, huh? Quick. Quick. He's still the designated heir. Good, because he needs to be the designated heir of everything. And now I got all this campaign fund, I better... You got all this money, you're gonna spend it to the campaign fund. And I'm gonna get you a tutor, because I'm not sending you to the academy. Form an empire of the Outrimmer. Is the Wali of Jerusalem and controls all the provinces in the region of the Near East. I do not live over there. No Langobard is over there. How's that doing over there? Oh, wait a minute, that's a retinue. Well, get him over here then. So that makes it 6,000 strong for this retinue. Is that a retinue as well? How much did we inherit? No levies. It's all retinue. Okay, I was just texting. Go kick your can. Oh, wait a minute, he actually... That's to me. Is he really? Okay, stop screwing around. You're being overconfident. Dodge. Swing it. Good fight, old man. I've noticed you're still not pledged across. As a faithful Christian ruler, I hope that you pray that you will reconsider your actions and join the righteous war for Norway. Oh yeah, the upcoming crusade for Norway. I forgot about that thing. When is the crusade? Yeah, but the problem is how much of Norway? Nobody's the owner. But that's against this part of Norway. Like some of that it's already been Christianized, but those that haven't. And they're not going to put up much resistance. And plus we'd be sailing so far away that we're not going to get much. Unless I were to get an iron share. I think it's going to be much less of a crusade as much as more it's a stampede for Norway. You know what? Yes, you are right, Your Holiness. How about my kinswoman? You know what? All aboard? You're all going to Norway. Effective immediately. I will only be sending the retinue. No levies. And if any of you get scurvy along the way, well, best of luck to you. So the place to be is up in the North Sea. Very, very far away from home, and I'm sure it's even longer to travel from Italy through there. So that's why we gotta leave in advance. It's a stampede, and we want that share of the wealth and the prestige and all that. Don't you know I'm the greatest of all time? I'm the greatest, not you. So off they go. I'm gonna put a lot of money into the campaign fund. Stop. Should be good enough. Yeah. What are you gonna do about it? And we will not start that war against Apulia until the retinue returns from the Crusade. Yeah, I'll be there. Take it. Where is it? There. Are you there yet? Where are you? Up at the Portuguese coast. Luca. Hope for the best of this negotiation. We could make an alliance. Could help us with those future Italian wars. Oh, don't say Italian wars. That's a EU4 thing. Oh yeah, speaking of EU4, I haven't really considered any future plans for a possibility of doing another EU4 series on the Lord Master channel. And one of which, like if I was to do a series somewhere, it would probably be in Italy because of my familiarity with them. Not Naples, but I don't know, Florence maybe, if I were to do an Italian unification playthrough and all that. I know many people have done it, but... And I even thought about considering doing a death and taxes, or whatever that's called, with that overhaul mod for EU4. I mean, it's not working properly for me right now, but give it time when it's updated and all that, and then maybe I'll do a series on that. Because I really like how they did with everything. Especially that's coming from me, who was a trade-intensive person in my last playthrough. Only inherited the landscape painting. I don't want that. We'll probably give Misrata away soon, in favor of some other territories. The Crusade is about to begin on the 25th, and the fleet's passing through the Wash. Right, have to thank Lampart, my court champion, for the time well spent with Duke Attilio, like Attila. Attilio of Lucca. Our mutual spiritual beliefs. I've increased our understanding to each other. Now we could forge a peaceful path together for our realms. If I was not up, found a new friend. Got an alliance for 10 years. War is a harsh business, and your soldiers are demanding more money. I have no regrets in informing that this money will come for your cut. Since it's the people fighting, doing all the hard work, not the people sitting on high chairs. Need to remind that this would be a breach of contract. Even though I hardly ever use mercenaries, I want to disband them. Oh, you could. Why don't you frickin' ask them? Back then, the reason why that mercenary band existed is because of Slavic paganism. But now it's irrelevant, so... Needed to solve that mercenary company. So that way, it pays more, and it increases the levy size. See? That levy size. And that needs to go away soon. But it is not. Was there another one I missed out? Or am I... Well, I don't know. Ahead of schedule. A crusade for Norway, or what's left of it. In a grand announcement that the Pope declares a crusade for Norway. It has been at the fringes of Christian lands for ages. Is it really? And once again the Pope has decided it's time to bring him into the fold and turn the people of Norway into the true faith. The Norwegian lands have been long under the rule of barbaric heathen Jarl Eystein II of More og Romsdal. Not familiar with my Norwegian pronunciations. It is only a matter of time before he will fall under the Christian onslaught. God will grant remission of sin to everyone partaking in righteous war. Das wird. There's already some Christian Norwegian locals that will be assisting us along. Alright. Give me the best. Let's land here. And we'll be crusaders. I'll be a crusader, increasing my combat skill and martial even more than it needs to be. And And this is their capital, correct? Correct. I finally stand before the destination of the Crusade with sword in hand. I am ready to storm the walls of Nordmoor. If we capture the leader, I'd be the undisputed winner. Our armies now stand poised to take part in the Crusade of the Kingdom of Norway. See that? I could have sworn that I heard the enemy commander, Hawkhill, barking orders, but as I searched the Arctic... This is Arctic terrain. He's nowhere to be found. A fellow soldier finally informs he's been spotted cowering far back behind a frozen rock, and most disgracefully behind his troops. There you are. I've been itching for a fight. Now you stand right here, because I can see you're tired. I'm going to shoot you with my handgun. It's a good day for a duel, I chuckled, hefting my gun in my hand. Enough talking, my opponent on soon. I was lying there down in the mud. I seemed to rip the ground apart with a shot, startling my opponent into tripping himself over himself. Wow, what description they have for owners of a handgun. I woke up this morning and I got myself a gun. I'll show no mercy. Plus, older texts described my handgun as having a trigger and a lock. Somehow, that Italian innovation can go so far. To Garibaldi! I didn't think you were going to lead an army in person. I didn't think you had the guts. And I'm a bit scared to see that you survived and getting stronger. May we not meet in duel. Signed, Braslav, the Bulgarian of Transylvania. The strong never rest. So the Jarl is the equivalent to a duke. And the thing, is that like a count? Like so on and so forth? Say we have contributed the most. We had to get ahead of time. Sure. Do spend a lot of money. You're gonna get a huge reward out of this. We're gonna put so many bishops in the College of Cardinals. I've heard about the other races with one eyes, or three. They live at the far corners of the world, in savage and barbaric lands. You know, like Norway. Please don't get offended, Norwegian viewers. It's just a thing what it says. It's been seen before in past series. And I am not sure what this art depicts. It's the first time I really looked at the art. Looks strange. Why do we have two eyes now that I think about it? The target of our crusade, the Nordmoor tribes, finally fallen to the mighty arms and a wrath of God. Now, there's this temple here we have to take as well. A local merchant caravan approached me on its way back home from Nordmoor. One of the peddlers flashed me with a huge grin. Asked if I want to take a look at his wares. What you got there? Crown of the Sea. Yeah, that thing looks nice. And take her alive and ransom her. Why would I want to recruit her? She's a heathen. So once we take this, we have to move up north. Into the mountains. Good God. Norway's a much bigger country than I give him credit for. To be honest, as I played many times at Crusader Kings 2, I never played as Norway, nor have I ever played anywhere near the area. I did play as the Sami one time, and that's pretty much about it. Anyways, continue on with the siege. Now let me text. one day I was walking through my library, even though I'm over here and not in Amalfi. I find out my copy of the Song of Ludwig's finally fallen beyond all repair. As the pages crumble in my hands, I accept this book is lost forever. Alas. The Joms, Vikings, and other Norse tribes are gathering there, and we will deal with them. And there's some Norwegian Christians that will soon take part of this. A brave soul. Looking at the map, my eyes fixed at the province of Misrata. It would be interesting to use my march to go and impress the people there. I will travel with a single escort across the province, visiting most important places and talking to local leaders there. I will move the people by my courage and my ability. Yes, it sounds like a plan. Besides having a brave personality, success of it depends on the character's martial, which is extremely high. My men and I found ourselves at a bar in Nordmore. As the evening turns to night, an attractive serving girl seems to pay me a lot of interest. When I'm about to go to bed for the night, she's clearly interested in joining. Asta. She's attractive, shrewd, lustful. And she's young too. She may be a pagan, but clearly she's attracted to me. All I can say is, hey, you should join me at my court. Only because I haven't had a lot of children lately, and I do fear of the inheritance issues. Plus my wife's getting old and is chaste. Even though she's great at stewardship, but your skills is just as good, but can be improved upon. But you should join me in my court. Whenever my wife kicks the bucket, you should marry me. But now she's my lover. And of course there's people that want to bring me down. We've now fully taken the capital. Now we're gonna move up here. They're gonna have their advantages up in the mountains, but we have a killer cavalry, along with very, very highly skilled. That's their priestess. Dreamt of a marble shrine. It was not particularly large, more like a glorified altar, and its roof was no more. In its marbled columns, worn and broken, yet an aura of an ancient spiritual vital still emanated from it. Well, very soon, she's going to be out of the job. Pay up. Wait a minute, what you got there? Mythical creature's bone. A large bone that may have belonged to a legendary, antediluvian creature. Well, she is the owner. 20 years of this thing, so she's had this for a long time. I don't want it, just give me the money. 25 gold and you're out of here. And soon you'll be out of the job when this crusade is over. Yep, it's cold out there. Severe winter. This mountain isn't big enough for the two of us. As we settle down for the night in Trondelag, a comet passes overhead, and soldiers start talking excited what it might mean. All I could say is, alright, now get back to work, men. I'm a taskmaster. Success. Got them all. Serious feudal. Told you, supply limit's gonna kill us all here. Adoptionist uprising. Oh, I feared that day would come. And it's right here, and it's a large uprising. Crud. Adoptionists. Never thought to see the day. And whatever you do, don't go over there. Just take the long way around. Adoptionist heretics have risen up in Bulgaria. Led by a militant fanatic, if not swiftly crushed, this revolt could spread like wildfire. Accursed renegades. As we pass through Intertrolog, I've come across Duke Cyril of Wag. He invites me to spend time in his camp to get to know one another better, as we are allies in the Crusade for Norway. Thank you, I'll accept your offer. Should get shrewd. It's a good trait to have. They went to Monte Sant'Angelo. I believe that's enough. The formerly Sicilian Duke. Go after them. You're in charge now. Winter's now mild up here. Winter's gone up here. My daughter Serena. The Barony of Egg. Egg? That's what it's called up here? The Siege of Egg. Egg. Eggs, eggs, eggs. If you care about your son, pay up. My lover has to avoid me sometime. In the rare case we've met from the nights of passion, I remember evenings of arguments and disagreement. It did not come as a shock, but she told me no longer loves me. But it hurt me more than I thought it would. As I was traveling around my domain, I was approached by none other than Podesta Sindabald of Principato, the new guy. A very good suggestion regarding the personal claim I'm working on. There's a price to pay for such help. It might increase chance of success in the future. I'll offer a lump sum to him. Go get him. This is your chance. There's only 2 more holdings to go. A village in Amalfi has a giant tree that's been planted many generations ago to provide shade for the locals. So it's something of a popular site for people to visit. And my courts suggest I could donate some funds to assist in caring for the tree. Yeah, good idea. That reminds me, my son. He will be the designated heir, and in addition, he will be the warden of Galuga. What the hell are you doing over there? Yeah, we're gonna get these bastards down. That's another area that's been besieged down. You are dismissed, good sir. Salute. Oh, that's peasant revolt. Don't worry about that. Egyptian business. Everybody's on their way marching upwards. That's the Knights of Malta. You know, we fought against them and later forgiven them. That was only one holding, and there's a couple more up there. You know, that's a Christian holding. Yeah, why are we attacking that? And you're gonna go all the way up there. 64% war score now. We'll soon be on our way back home. That is an independent realm. They're not an enemy here. But I'm the one that contributed the most. Whether they liked it or not. What it would be suggested that we need to go chase down the enemy in order to catch up against them. Aha! Winter's gonna be coming soon, so we gotta take care of them. This area have not besieged, so let's go take care of that piece of business. Fleet, move down. Alright, we got a claim on Gravina. Now, new task, Spy Master. If you're gonna still stick around. This part of Gaeta. You need to start claiming for that. Knowing that one day we'll be fighting against the Bulgarians. There it is. As per usual. Oh, 2 baronies. That's gonna make Serena Hilt the Queen of Norway. It looks like an abandoned battlefield, and the dead strewn all across the landscape. The Crusaders met quite a resistance here at Fiordane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And knowing myself, I'll say maybe I could salvage some valuables. Greedy bastard. Victory is ours. We win the war. The winner is me. Quick, go pick him up. before the Pope calls it off in a few days' time. I'll take off command because I don't want to catch scurvy. Alright, set full sail to Amalfi. Yeah, don't think I see you over there. All 11 of you. Einstein. God has granted Doge Garibaldi of Amalfi in a victory in the Crusade for Norway. Jarl Einstein II has been beaten at every turn throughout the war, and has finally had to give up his holdings in Norway. Doge Garibaldi has granted new lands in Norway to Serenhild Ursa. The Poles made an announcement about the victory and the virtues of the Crusaders as true protectors of the faithful protectors of the faith. With the pagans being pushed out of their old lands, there are certainly more conflicts to come. Praise God. Serenhild, the sword of Jesus, crowned by the Pope, the Crusader Queen. She may be dull-minded, but she's a damn good fighter. And we hope one day you'll have children and prosper. So now that line of the Ursel family will be running Norway. And Crusader Queen. After a long fought battle for Norway, has finally been restored to the faith. Serenhild Ursel stepped up to the throne as the beneficiary of Amalfi, becoming the Crusader Queen, or becoming the Queen of the Crusader state. Sure, it will be hard to continue fighting at the fringe of Christendom, but everyone can agree that Serenhild is the right person for the task. May not look like much, but it's a start. She'll fight against pagans a little more, and fight the claimant wars of those who will swear fealty to her, despite the fact that she is of a Langobard culture, unlike those guys. She will continue to fight the good fight. I wish her luck. They say a benevolent spirit resides in a small hut of Asera. There are many stories circulating about how it has protected children that got lost in the woods at night, or how it helped hunters defeat dangerous predators. Let us hope that it continues to protect the locals. I got so much money. Yeah, me and the Pope had a falling out for a while. Now it's time to use that money for the campaign fund. To get these bishops into the College Colonies. All the Amalfitan bishops. Now we await for the retinue to return, and then we'll begin our advance towards southern Italy, into Apulia. What a waste of gold. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Where are you guys? What the f are you doing over there? Almost all the Islamic areas of Northern Africa is being rooted out. You got it. Should look at the plots. Any of them against me? It's been a while. Anything that's against me or my son. Aha! You have a rival. Inspired at best efforts to lay a claim on the province precinct, there's a powerful outsider who seems to endorse my best attempts. I lost the greedy trade, by the way. What, hey, I took the money. I don't want to be cruel. Bad for stability. Son of a beeswax. Just making sure. It's 40.5% done. There's a small chance I could die, you know. But if I do die, then maybe Odilo will do well in his future. Didn't get hurt at all. I still live. This red team is going to take a long time to film. Oh, by the way, the maintainer mercenary band no longer exists. Which again makes us even stronger. God's extension. A physical manifestation of God has supposedly appeared in the remote village of Anversa, and blessed by a few locals before ascending into the heavens. A few of the official clergy seems to believe these peasants' claims, saying it is a misunderstanding of the ignorant. But peasants don't care and have built altars where these incidents have occurred. I have no opinion about these peasants' superstitions. I'm just trying to make money here. Right of way given. As Doge, I'm in a unique position to act against the De Mello family, my old enemies. Striking at them directly might draw the ire of other patrician families, whose continued favor is necessary to cement my dynasty's rule over the Republic, however. The De Mellos still enjoy a lot of support from many quarters of Amalfi, but in new, insidious ways of hurting them are open to me. Now, with my current office, I managed to tarnish their family's name and standing to an intensive lobby campaign. Heed the words of a Doge. Look at them, they're very weak right now. Take advantage of this right now. Get the position. I'll take charge. At least they have a future up there. Might as well. Right. My daughter. You'll be one for intrigue. Less diplomatic, more intriguing. That's your future. Hmm. 15-year alliance of Egypt? My son. My son. For your consideration, I actually will say no to that because I have my reasons. Don't care about other international affairs, I only care about here locally. We only went to Norway because I wanted money. We did it for the money, not for the glory of God or anything like that, but for the money. Let's press all these claims. We will win this war very, very swiftly. And we intend to do it very fast. So off we go. case. Loyalist. You want gold? You got it. 'Cause I am full of it. Ignore whoever calls. Unless it's given away to courtier, and that's just fine. So yeah, we're swarming all over to the areas where we have claims to. We've won them in several battles. And then we'll take a couple more provinces. Usurp the Duchy of Apulia. And we will win. Very, very much so. Don't need more troops. This is an easy affair. I'll train you soon after the war. And a sadder, colorful rain was reported to have fallen for several days. After some deliberation, locals consider this to be a good omen of things to come. Good to hear. Try again next time. Go in after him. I'll handle this myself. You know the battle's textbook. Get back to the post. A special legato from Pope Honors. The fourth is around my court. The Pope is greatly concerned about the heretics of Mondita and urges me to handle the situation. It shall be done in 10 years. I mean, yes, there's heretics afoot. Those adoptionists are an issue. I'll send that court chaplain over there to get rid of this heresy sooner or later. Come on, sneak out of there. Cartographer. Two can play that game. Beat that. Now here comes Croatian forces. Are you really? You think you have what it takes because you are an old as dirt of a man? Well, put more money in that campaign fund then. Beat that. Might as well get together. Sir. Once Barletta falls, and we'll move up. Because this one isn't going to take much more of this, in fact, so I think we may have to get him off. Plus, a single major battle such as this will get the war score up, definitely. So we can't wait any longer. We'll be leading the charge. Seems that my interest in paganism has come to the attention of one of its practitioners within the realm. We've met and had the most fruitful discussions about theology of other matters. I made a friend who used to be my lover. I am greatly impressed by the wisdom of the local adoptionist preacher. Heresy or not, I'm starting to believe that it's too dangerous. You know, the Pope is going to call Crusade against me if I were to do that. Now I'm a distinguished commander. 96% war score. Take the city and then we win. Alright, you got a son who's gonna be the heir to the kingdom of Egypt as per usual, rather than Hill. A gemstone mine in Amalfi? Get to work! That's valuable. That's it? That's how much you're gonna give me? What rot. But nevertheless, we won the counties. And usurp that title. Give it to Amalfi. And hope you'll fight in future in your claimant wars against them, since they have weakened now. Now they've lost a considerable power base. That's for your post. Now we can live in peace. Love is in the air. Over the course of my new claim, I passed a long time with some old woman. In time, things getting more intimate as announced. It is clear we may fall in love with each other. I'll refrain my sentiments. You're too old for me, even though I'm an old man myself. I ain't an old man. You is an old man. People say I'm generally in an unusually excellent health. I asked many learned holy men how could this be the case. After asking me many questions, some strange about my diet and lifestyle, he concluded that my good health was due to the fact I enjoy eating bread crusts. I see, I will continue enjoying them then. I'm a bread crust lover. And coincidentally, recently, pistachios from Misurata has become very popular in the region. Must be something related to the taste or texture. Imports that will likely continue to grow in the coming years. Famous pistachios. This person's love of eating bread crusts is known throughout the land. Nice. Small prestigials. It's a success. Again, we're working on this one. Because our treaty with Bulgaria will expire in 2 years' time. Lots of old people and lots of old food. Good. Better be some bread crusts. And now the Dutch has moved their capital to Andrea. Dutch capital is actually in Caversano, but we get it. Everyone knows I spent a decade directing the work on my book. When today I'm presented with the final product, Smart Raleigh can't help but swell with a sense of well-deserved pride. This has been all worth the hard work. The Sword and Buckler Manual. Is it because I'm a duelist? Alright, where is it? In this deep library of books. Oh, by the way, this is the Crown of the Sea that I got it during the Crusade. Bought it from the merchant. Here it is, Sword and Buckler Manual. This manuscript instructs and describes Longobards swordsmanship in detail, in which comprehensive step-by-step illustrations. You have to be a duelist and or a brilliant strategist. Prestige up, combat skill up. Very, very useful. Been a while since we have one of these. Should be infantry up and a skirmish. Are you adoption? Yes, you are. But I need a physician. We gotta root out this adoptionist element soon. Starting with here. Because the Pope said so. Died in dungeon. Wait a minute, when you were born? 9th of August, a couple months later, she died in dungeon. Oh, I didn't really mean to. I feel guilty for that. Let me release you. Alright, we got the claim. Coming soon next year. War against Bulgaria. Yeah. And we'll employ a Longobarд military governor once that affair is done. Claims, claims, claims. That's what you gotta do. Spend the rest of my life doing such things. Think, think, think. What else did I have in mind? Oh, thank you. Just reminded me, the College of Cardinals. One, two, three, four, five. And look! He's gonna be the next pope whenever this old man croaks. Kind of funny the way you say that. Whenever the old man croaks. Like you just want him to drop dead. Well, you actually don't have to wait for long. He has infection and he's got gonorrhea. You know, he's had a successful treatment. But it ain't gonna be enough for that bastard. Undefeated Grand Champion of the world. Wait. Check that in case I die. And you didn't. You are such a risk taker. Well, look at me. Gray bearded and all. Oh, she's way younger than me. But the real question is, will I make it at the age where it's halfway done with the second stage, the harbor? That is my life's ambition, is to see this constructed. You know, we'll start building features, and then... But do not forget your original plan for the longest time, and that is to take Alexandria. Because one day you will fight a war for one of its cities, and then eventually the whole county of Alexandria. So we'll be the owners of that lighthouse, so I can have all these fancy features for myself. Grandson. Egypt and Thessalonica. Why aren't you married yet? There's a lot of women you should marry. A lot of good contenders too. Hey, how about that Norwegian woman? You'll say no because it deserves a better non-aggression pact. Well, kiss my... You could be marrying close relations if you were to do that. I mean, you can't have my daughter. No way, no how. That is a stupid thought. No non-aggression. None for you. Go get a woman. It's no wonder why the Amalfi has become the country of kingmakers. Beat that. We'll be ending this episode soon. Which I will end the episode just before the peace treaty with Bulgaria expires, and then we'll go to war against Bulgaria, which currently looks formidable at the moment, but not as much as us. Because we'll get this piece of land, and then soon we'll start getting all of this. You need to step up, girl, because Italy needs you. gemstone mine is complete, so we'll get a huge amount of income on a regular basis. I pass by a small river and I see a large turtle sitting by. Actually, it just sits there, doing nothing, not giving a damn. In a way, it looks kind of formidable. Lazy little bugger. Oh, Roger, Roger. Natural death? The only Telugu man that I liked. You'll do. He's a loyalist. Means he can never betray him. Pulse security. Put me on the flank. Oh. Yes, the heir to the king of Norway, and this is going to be the Norwegian side of the family. Although they're not ethnically, but North culture. You know what I mean? Go take care of them, and then we'll end the episode on that note. And look at me now, renowned commander. Keep it up, and then you'll be a legendary commander. You'll be adding more to your name. As we will end the episode on that note. So, we hope you enjoyed this episode, because it's slowly becoming a reality. Next up, Bulgaria, and then eventually Apulia to start making more claims, particularly up there first, just to usurp that town over them. Then they become separated counties, and then we'll pick them apart one by one, and therefore the land is united fully. And good luck trying to fight against the Papal States, because they'll excommunicate you if you pull a stunt like that. Unless you beat them up so badly that maybe one day you'll inspire countries that want to break out in independence wars, such as Urbino. Which I'd love to see it independent, but also would be scary to confront, due to the amount of territory they control. Only because we'd like to see an Italian-Sicilian connection. Yeah. I'd like to see that one day, but Papal States is in the way. And of course, Malta is off limits. We demonstrated that fact. Malta is off limits. And of course, every once in a while, you gotta check up on them. Because they're the only ones I believe that would be the most strongest ally. If we were to fight against wars against the Papal States and make them weak enough for Italy to fight the usurp wars one by one. But of course, they'll use every mercenary that God sends to put a stop to us. And if anybody were to fight me in excommunication wars, good luck with that. Because soon we're going to get a favorable pope. You know, one of our guys. Yeah. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you've enjoyed this episode. There'll be this series will continue into early February until the Avar series begins, and so much more. But until then, so long for now.